with a mask. We're supposed to a guy with a plan. I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I
Today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's the AFC Wildcard Round on EA Sports.
Football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down.
Peters on the coverage.
From the gun, it's Carr. And once more to Ruggs. This time the catch made. And past the 40 before it was out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good before and after catch. Only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
On first down, Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The second down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. Now, Carr again. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Carr to throw again. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
Jackson on the keeper.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Shoves him away. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I adding touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, computer. Exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
First and 10.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here.
And you know, Charles, it's been a terrific season for them. They couldn't quite get that #1 seed and the associated bye that goes with it, but nevertheless, they've got to be one of the favorites here to win it all.
They do because of the season that they've had, the position that they're in, and we know under the old playoff system, they would have this game off. This weekend would not be one that they would play, but nevertheless, maybe it's a good thing. Sometimes you carry that momentum from the season all the way through the playoffs. If you get that open week, sometimes you lose it a little bit. So I think that's what's going to be their mindset.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Carr now to throw.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Carr.
Looking for Ruggs again, and he's got him again.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
But it'll be 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
But now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to...
Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Patrick Queen.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
And the Ravens 1st down.
Jackson. Drop this off to his fullback. The ball comes out. The Raiders have recovered. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Brought down back at the 40.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
He goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Chuck Clark, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and the line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From 4th down to 1st. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the 1st quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, How'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Taken in the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
25-yard.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Jackson going to run. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Cleveland Burrow on the tackle.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Ravens nothing.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Well, continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Carr completes it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
To Foster Moreau. 8 yards on the...
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Throwing again on second down. Carr, flush to his right. Looking left sideline, but
It's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they run the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr, the open man here, Renfro. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Again, it's Carr. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for him.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove. They're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
For Baltimore.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past
over through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goal. And the Raiders have got him. Corey Littleton leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson,
he gets this underneath to Dobbins.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Baltimore.
In punt formation.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
On the return, here's Rashard.
Team's penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Carr.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Working from the gun, it's Carr.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down. And
shotgun now for Carr. With a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tavon Young. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down. Jackson, he gets it to Brown, complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that drops the deficit from 28 to 25. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
28. Ravens 3.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. from the gun, he'll set up to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. That catch good for only a couple.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short and shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
On third down, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Jackson, he's going to keep it himself. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The tackle.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
First down, Baltimore.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got Njoku over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
3-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think can absorb that contact.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Room for Jacobs there on first down as he takes this one forward for a pickup of about 7.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Tackled at the 46-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Now they'll throw with Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Escaping the pressure. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
My goodness, incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
another run here with Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 2nd down.
Damon Arnett on the coverage.
Throwing again. Jackson over the middle here to Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 35 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Jalen Richard on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
That's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Gave him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Darren Waller. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From midfield, here's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. first down.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Carr completes it, and he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 13.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And 2.
Carr to throw again. That's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Again, it's Carr. And this is Carr. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Raiders add on to their lead. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Ravens.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Tanner Muse coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's David Arnett picking it up, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
36 yards.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Now left side on the swing pass. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. They'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku.
Jackson.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Caught by Snead over the middle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it with Dobbins. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs. 42 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
5-yard line.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
A nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson caught right side at Snead. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered. It's both feet down for the completion.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's David Arnett picking it off. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, but all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
But it's going to be 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance, and he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Brother
just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? He's got a man, complete, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens are in for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Jalen Richard is on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Carr going to throw here. As he throws there, incomplete.
Carr's pass.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Marcus Joyner there defensively.
To throw again. Jackson. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. 3rd down here.
It's 3rd down and 10.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Intended for
3 straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.